But first, to our top story today, news just coming in from the Supreme Court on the Babri demolition case. The Supreme Court has issued notice to the former Deputy Prime Minister Advani, Joshi and also Bal Thackeray and 19 other leaders of the Sangh. The Supreme Court notice comes on a CBI petition which seeks prosecution of 21 BJP and RSS leaders.
The leaders mentioned in the Supreme Court notice faced charges of criminal conspiracy to demolish the disputed structure. Joining us, our National Bureau Chief Bhupendra Chaubey with more on this big news coming in. Bhupendra, it's a legal procedure that the notices have been served, but what does it mean?
What it really means is that Mr. Advani, Joshi, Bal Thackeray and many other BJP, RSS and VHP leaders will once again have to explain what was the nature of their role in the entire Ram Temple movement. The precise notice which has been issued against Advani and Joshi in particular is whether they were involved in the charge of criminally conspiring to demolish the Babri Masjid or not. Now, this charge of criminal conspiracy is a very, very intriguing one and a highly complicated issue as well. Because when the NDA was in power from 1998 to 2004, in the year 2001-2002, Advani was let off by a Raebareli court on that specific charge of conspiring. That dealt with Section 120 Clause B, in which Mr. Advani was initially accused by the CBI of being one of the co-conspirators of the criminal act to demolish the Babri Masjid. Mr. Advani's involvement as far as the conspiracy angle was concerned was first done away with in 2001-2002. Then later on, in a special court last year in Allahabad, the CBI itself had gone and said that there was no evidence to suggest that Mr. Advani was involved in the criminal conspiracy case. Now we're seeing the CBI has made a U-turn because CBI in the Supreme Court is saying that there is evidence to suggest that perhaps Mr. Advani indeed was one of the conspirators. Therefore, it is now bringing back that charge, asking for criminal prosecution of Advani in that case as one of the main conspirators to demolish the Babri Masjid.
Bhupen, it'll be interesting to see what sort of evidence there is to prove this element of conspiracy, if the CBI is trying to, of course, implicate Advani as a conspirator once again. But all of this also coming at a time when the opposition has been relentless in its attacks on the UPA in terms of one corruption scandal after the other as well.
The timing of this move by the CBI will have to be looked at very, very carefully, Fatima, and that's an important question that you raise, because this is coming at a time when the UPA government is really finding itself on the back foot. A relentless onslaught from the opposition in multiple scams. Just yesterday we're seeing the Chief Vigilance Commissioner's appointment also being quashed, the Prime Minister being asked by the opposition to respond practically to every charge that's being leveled against the UPA government. But this is a Supreme Court notice. The Supreme Court obviously believes that there is some merit in what the CBI is now saying. Therefore, it's asking for an explanation from all the people concerned.
Bhupendra Chaubey, thanks a lot for getting us your insights as always.